I'm in St Peter's Square in Manchester, and this is the starting point for the stage 1 of the Greater Manchester Ringway Walk. I'm guessing they chose this spot because it's a busy tram station changeover and easy to access. One thing you'll find in Manchester is a lot of very grand buildings. Because of the textile industry, the cotton industry, this was a very wealthy town. Well, we're going to walk down this street here, which is Lower Mosley Street. We're on a rather overcast autumn day, so you're not seeing the colours at their best. Now, after a short distance, it tells us to take a left, head down these steps and alongside this water feature. In front of us is what looks to have been a mill building originally, something industrial. It's obviously still in use, been converted to some good purposes. We're coming out alongside a canal. Well, we've gone a short distance and now we've reached a junction with a larger canal. And it tells me to take a right and then cross the bridge by the lock gates. You see the canal into the distance there. And now we walk down the path alongside this canal for some distance. This is the Rochdale Canal, so the notice board tells me. Fascinating old industrial area in Manchester. Here you see the old viaducts with the goods train on top, and then above that is another level of railways which is now used for the Metrolink, the trams. Absolutely a fascinating industrial area. Well, we're heading down now to the junction with the Bridgewater Canal. There's a couple of bridges to cross here. This is the junction where the Rochdale Canal meets the Bridgewater Canal, and my map tells me we have to cross that arched bridge and head down to the left. Well, up until this point I've been using a GPX system to plot my route, but it's not been very successful. The tall buildings around here are causing all sorts of problems with the signal and telling me where I'm not. So I've now reverted to the detailed and printed instructions of the website, and according to that, this is step 17. Turn sharp left along the towpath of the Bridgewater Canal, shared with bikes, take care. And step 19 says stay on this towpath for 1.3 miles or 2 kilometres, passing under bridges and along some cobbled sloping sections. This is a fantastic area if you're interested in industrial history. There's just so much going on here, apart from the graffiti. Well, we're walking along the banks of the Bridgewater Canal, and even in the autumn, still a little traffic on it, make it interesting. On the instructions, step 23, it tells me that the tramway is running along on our left. In fact, it's actually crossing over on this bridge here. And it tells me that over on the right, just out of sight, is the Manchester Ship Canal. So we're going to continue along this path until we come to where the footbridge crosses over. And we cross over and we'll be on step 24-5. Now, step 26, it says you reach Throstle Nest Bridge, and here you cross the canal and continue alongside the canal on the opposite bank. A little further along, and on our left is the Manchester United football ground, towering over the canal. Apparently, if you come along here on any match days, this path is very busy indeed. Well, we've come down to a canal junction. This is step 34 on the instructions, and it says take the bridge over the canal and keep to the left-hand canal. So we'll do that, and we follow that for another 800 metres. We just get to the top here and show you the view. And if I remember rightly, that is the Bridgewater Canal continuing round there to the right. A little way along we come to the Stretford Marina. We have to make our way around the marina to continue along the canal path. A bit quiet this time of year. Imagine the summer months it's full of activity, but now the boats are really stored up for the year, for the winter. Well, we followed a path that takes us up over the canal, and then we picked up Christie Road. This is Christie Road, and this is step 38. Famous name on the signpost here, whether she came from this area or around here. Well, Christie Road is only a couple of 100 metres long, and we have to cross this road island and continue down the footpath directly opposite. Step 40 takes us over a railway, a footbridge, but nothing happening on the track at the moment. And then down to the road beneath us. In fact, it's being used by trams rather than mainline trains. Almost opposite is a Norwood Road, and we take that. There was actually a little shop at that junction where you can pick up some drink and refreshments. Now we turn down Norwood Road. This is step 43. A short way along, we take a left into Longford Avenue, and I've noticed over the last mile or two we are increasingly getting the signs, the green sign there for the GM Ringway. Didn't notice them at the beginning, but now we're a few miles in, becoming quite useful to confirm we're going the right way. And a short distance further on we enter Longford Park. Got some football pitches to my right. I think there's tennis courts further down, maybe not. And just up ahead is the Park Cafe. And even on a chilly autumn day, the cafe is proving to be very popular. Here you can get toilets, drinks, food. And just past that, number of paths diverging, but the green symbol on the post here confirms we take this one up a slight slope. I must admit, so far I found this walk an absolute delight. It's full of interest. I don't think I'd ever got to Longford Park or places like it unless I was doing this walk. We've taken a little right turn and now we're turning left, keeping the tennis courts on our left, and I can see on the post directly ahead that it signals with the green arrow to turn left. This is step 50. Now we have to cross the busy edge lane. There is an island just ahead of us, but a bit difficult to find a break in this traffic. There's a gap, let's take that one. Now we're on the centre island, waiting for a gap the other way. I'm going to go for this one. Well, that's probably the most difficult crossing we've had to make. Then we go down Turnmoss Road. This is step 52. Then we head into the Turnmoss playing fields. Now, a couple of football pitches over there, but if I pan right, there is so much space here for various games. Let's see, 4 or 5 football pitches. We continue up this road past the car park at the end. Now heading across a field marked out with rugby posts. It says to head to the far corner. Now this is a bit of a boggy session. Quite a lot of mud to negotiate through. But here's the reassurance we're looking for. On the post is the green arrow saying turn right. Well, we're proceeding along here as the arrow told us. The map that comes with the instructions says that this is Hawthorne Road. We're on step 59. Well, we've climbed up a steep bank, and in front of us is apparently the River Mersey. Difficult to imagine that when you see the size of it when it reaches Liverpool. Anyway, we walk along the bank of the River Mersey for a short distance. Now this is step 71. A short distance along the Mersey, we've got this bridge. I see the arrow on the post, reassuring, and we're crossing the Chorlton Brook. A lot of dog walkers here. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen so many dogs as there are out here. That's the Chorlton Brook, and we're going to follow the banks of that down here to the left. The instructions tell me that we're now on part of the Transpennine Trail, and that may be something we'd want to do another walk on another day. Very lovely here. We're keeping to the left alongside the Chorlton Brook. Well, we followed the Transpennine Trail and we've come up to step 76, where we meet the River Mersey again, and we have to follow it down this bank for a while. Well, we walk a few hundred metres down on the bank of the River Mersey. We cross the bridge that you can see ahead, and then we walk back along the other bank and up some steps just before that colourful building. We've crossed the river and climbed the steps, and now we follow this path on the high ground for a little while. See, we've got the arrows on the post. The top one is the Greater Manchester Ringway. Now each of these sections, part sections, is looked after by a different person who manages the signage, and I'll certainly say that this last few miles has been absolutely excellent. Now there's a division in the path coming up, but already I can see that we keep to the left on the high bank because the green sign is on the post. Well, we know that we're within the area of Manchester because in the distance we can hear traffic noise and occasionally an aeroplane. But who knew there were such lovely walks within Greater Manchester? It's a wonderful area, very pleasant walking. I would certainly do this walk again. Greater Manchester Ringway, Stage 1. And here is the end of the Stage 1 at Sale Water Park. And this is a light railway or metro link or tram stop, as you can see over there. So straightforward to get back into the centre of Manchester again. I've thoroughly enjoyed this walk. I found that the written instructions were absolutely excellent. Couldn't go wrong with them. I did have the GPX file, but I found that in the city centre the GPS was all over the place because the signals were bouncing off buildings. And now that may be a reflection upon my phone, but I would suggest that you have both. There's an announcement there from the tram station. So I'll leave it there and hope you enjoyed it. So to the next time.